Hi everyone, welcome to Pacific Northwest Sustainable Gardening. For 2019, I've decided to begin doing monthly food forest tours. Now my food forest has three components to it. It has the front yard, the backyard, and the side yard. So today I'm going to begin with the canopy layer of the food forest in the backyard, which is the fruit trees. So the first tree that I want to show you is a tree that I just put in. Now this one I just put it in about 1 month ago, and it's the Stark Sweetheart Apricot. Now I got this from Stark Brothers, again, 1 month ago. It's on standard rootstock, so it can get 15 to 20 feet tall if I let it. It's self-pollinating and it should ripen in mid-July. The apricot is freestone, and it prefers soil pH around 6 to 7, so just slightly acidic to neutral, and it grows best in zones 5 to 8. The cool thing about this particular apricot is that it actually has a almond-like kernel on the inside that's edible. The second tree that I'm going to show you here is a flavor grenade pluot. The cool thing about the pluot is it's a cross between a plum and an apricot, but it's mostly plum. I purchased this tree from Rain Tree Nursery. It's been in the ground for 1 year. It's on dwarf rootstock, so this one will get about 10 feet tall if I were to let it. Now it requires a Asian plum or Asian plum cross, such as another pluot or a pluary, in order to pollinate. Now it's going to ripen in anywhere between July to September, and it can even be harvested in October. It's semi-freestone, and it also prefers soil pH around 6 to 7, and it grows best in zones 5 to 9. The nice thing about this flavor grenade pluot is that it's going to extend the stone fruit harvesting season. Next, I have my peach tree that I picked up about 2 years ago from Home Depot. Now this is just a standard peach, so I don't know exactly which variety it is. The first year that I had it in the ground, it actually got the peach leaf curl. So I sprayed it, that didn't work, and then I ended up last spring just chopping the whole thing down to about 2.5 feet, and what you see here is all brand new growth. And I've sprayed it a few times with antifungal spray for fruit trees, and it grew perfect this season with no problems. So it's self-pollinating. It's going to ripen in mid to late summer, and it prefers soil pH, again, 6 to 7. Grows best in zones 5 to 8. The one thing I can say about growing peaches, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, is we have a real problem with peach leaf curl. So if I had it to do over again, I probably would have got a different variety instead of just picking one up from Home Depot before I really even knew about peach leaf curl. So next we have the Atomic Red Double Flowering Nectarine. This one here I picked up from Rain Tree Nursery. It's been in the ground 1 year. It's on semi-dwarf rootstock, so it'll get about 12 feet tall. It's self-pollinating. It's going to ripen in August. It's clingstone. It also prefers a soil pH of 6 to 7. Grows best in zones 6 to 9. And what I'm really excited about this particular tree is to be able to see what it looks like in bloom. So apparently it's supposed to have some really beautiful red flowers on it. So right here we have my Pakistan mulberry. This tree was purchased from Stark Brothers. It's been in the ground about a year. The mulberries, especially this one, can get 40 to 50 feet tall, so make sure you put it in a place that you can have a tall tree, or you're going to have to prune it quite a bit. It's self-pollinating, and it ripens in April to midsummer. Soil pH that it prefers is 5.5 to 7.5, and it grows best in zones 6 through 10. So the one cool thing about this particular variety of mulberry is that supposedly it doesn't stain. I have another mulberry in the front yard that when you pick it, I mean, it stains your fingers all up. So we'll see. So right here I have my Gala apple tree that I picked up from Home Depot about 2 years ago. The rootstock is unknown. It does require a pollinator such as a Golden Delicious or a Fuji, and this one's going to ripen in early October. It prefers soil pH of around 6 to 7 and grows best in zones 5 to 8. The thing about the Gala apple is that it's kind of just a good versatile apple, right? So you really can't go wrong. This one is my 5-in-1 apple tree combo that I picked up from Costco 2 years ago. This one has an unknown rootstock. It's self-pollinating because it has all five different varieties of apples on it. All 5 of the varieties on this tree are going to ripen in September. I have Liberty, Early Fuji, Chehalis, Honey Crisp, and Red Gravenstein. You know, the benefit of this particular tree is fairly obvious. That you get 5 different varieties in one tree. And now here we have a 5-in-1 Asian pear combo that this one I also picked up from Costco 2 years ago. It's also self-pollinating. The 5 different varieties that it has is Hosui, Kiefer, 20th Century, Shinseki, and Chijuro. All the varieties on this tree are going to ripen in August. And again, this tree, the benefit is fairly obvious, just like the apple tree, is that it's a combo. So you're going to get 5 different varieties from one single tree. So this tree is a red Bartlett pear that I picked up from Costco again 2 years ago, like the other trees. It's on semi-dwarf rootstock. It does require a pollinator, such as a moonglow pear. It's going to ripen in August. Prefers a soil pH 6 to 7, and grows best in zone 5 to 8. The red Bartlett pear I actually got 2 from last year, and it's a beautiful red blush that it gets, and so it's just a beautiful pear. So after experiencing the peach leaf curl that I got from the other peach tree, I went to Raintree and I bought this Avalon Pride peach. It's been in the ground less than a year. I planted it late, so it didn't do very well last year, so I went ahead and cut it back quite a bit. It's self-pollinating. This one's going to ripen between July and August. It's semi-freestone, prefers a soil pH of 6 to 7, and grows well in zones 5 to 9. And again, the main reason I got this tree was specifically because it is more peach leaf curl resistant.